Hi, I'm Mike Swanson, and thanks for downloading the Informer tool. Today I'm going to show you how some of the features of this tool work. And to start off, here we are in the Mailbox tab, and this is where you're going to find important messages from us, whether it's a blog post or a new video or an update. You'll want to check here. For example, I just pushed out this blog post. When you click on it, we got a little message there for you, and you can click and watch. Okay, so the Mailbox tab is pretty straightforward. If you don't want the messages popping up, you can go down here to Options and turn off notifications. Now, another thing I want to note is when this thing first comes up, it's kind of small, and with some parts of the tool that's fine. Others you might want to make this bigger. So you can click the Maximize button there, and that doesn't make it go full screen. So if you want to go resize it to full screen, you can move this to whatever size you want. So now let's move on to the News tab. Okay, the News tab is where you can set up notifications when important news is coming out, and it'll highlight in bold the next event that's coming up. And you can turn on your own filters. All of that can be edited in Options, and you'll see this is where you can set your news alert settings for how many minutes before the news come out. You can have it pop up and notify you. You can have a continuous sound alert go off, display it for so many seconds. So you can play around with some of the different options in here. If we go over to General, Filters, here's where you can turn off high impact or medium or low. You can adjust the news filters. You can change the currency pairs, and so that's where you'll find all the settings, is in that Options menu at the bottom left. Okay, now while we're down here, you'll see there is a Leave a Suggestion button, which will bring up a box. If you have any questions or you have a suggestion, type them in here and hit Send. Okay, next thing is the VPS tab. Okay, this is we have our own VPS service that we offer, which you once you get set up with it, you can access it from here, or you can click here to add your own and add their details, and you can access your VPS from inside this tool. Well, the long-term vision we have with this is trying to put all of your trading tools in one place, including charting and other trading tools and features. So let's look at one of the trading tools we've built in, Market Sentiment. I've got a couple training videos directly on this. They're on the blog, TradeWestForex.com/blog, but I'll give you a quick run through of how this works. You basically need to look at the pair, select the pair that you want to load. So select the time period. This is not a time frame of a chart. It's a length of time of data that you view. If you want to see a month of data, 7 days of data, or 24 hours of data. And then here you've got your crosshair you can turn on. And then your different chart type. Most of the time you're just going to stick with the net, and if you want to learn about the others, you can go watch one of the videos on the blog. But this tool is very helpful in helping you see exactly where the real stops and targets are at in the market from other players. So a very, very valuable tool. And let's go ahead and look at the new Accounts tab. Accounts tab is where you would add your trading accounts for the mirror and for mirroring your own trading accounts and for executing trades on your accounts. This is where you'll set all that up. So if you click on Add or Edit Account here, it brings up the options window where you can click Add Account. Okay, and this is also where you would edit accounts like I've got already in here. But all you need to do is specify your brokerage. If it's not listed here, it doesn't mean we don't support your broker. Just go ahead and click the Leave a Suggestion or shoot us an email. Let us know what broker you have, and we can get it added in here. We're constantly adding more and more brokers. But you'd go ahead and select whatever broker you've got. Say if it's Tolinex, is one I've started trading with lately, and Finifex. Select your broker, and then the broker's servers will be listed. You select the server, put in put in a nickname, so you can come up with whatever you want. This is for you to be able to recognize your account. You type something in there, and then you put in your account number. This is your MetaTrader account number, and then your MetaTrader password. And then if you want to mirror an account, you would specify which account it is. Now when you're first adding an account, you won't have anything here other than Forex 3D to mirror my trades. But you can mirror your own accounts, and we'll talk about that here in a minute, where you can use our advanced money management to mirror your trades and make your accounts more profitable. But that's how you add an account. You'd hit test to make sure it logs in okay, and then hit save. Now the next thing, we can close that down, is once you have an account loaded, you'll see it here in the account overview. This is where you can see your balance information, whether it's connected or not, and if it's connected to the Forex 3D. Okay, then if you want to, let's say you want to go look at the details on one of your accounts here, that you click on it, you just double click or select it from the drop down, and then it's going to show you if you have any open trades. You'll see your open trades here. So this is just like a trading platform. You can see all the details of your open trades, your stops, your targets, all the details, and the current P&L and everything. And then if you've closed some trades out, they would show up down here in the history table. And I can specify if I want to see the whole entire history, or I can choose a custom period if I just want to go back to a specific date range. I can plug that in, and it'll load up all of my trades with all the trade detail, the comments, the profit, all the details. Okay. Now if you wanted to see a little bit of information about all those summed up, you'd look right here next to the table name, and it says number of trades 16, profit shows the total profit, and my total lots traded. And then if you wanted to export this into Excel, you could click this export button. Okay, I'm just showing you all the little features we've added along the way from our feedback from members. Okay, and then I can close that these little tables down just by double clicking on them here, and then I could open up the performance analysis. Now here we're looking to add charting for showing your equity curve and other analysis tools, but for now we've got some basic features built in. So you can look at your winning percent, your expectancy, number of trades, profit, and all that information. One more we kind of skipped over here is logs. If there's any errors or anything executing trades, it would show up in here, disconnections, things like that. And then also from this window you can open the new order window, and we'll show you that from the quote board as well. But you can bring up the new order window, choose your account, choose the symbol you want to trade, and actually execute trades right from here. Now this is a detached window that you can put on another monitor, or you can open multiple order windows with multiple accounts all set up ready to trade. And that's what I like to do, is I put these on a little bit of a grid on one of my monitors, and they're all ready to go. I can get all my settings in place, my stops, my targets, my money management, and everything. Okay. Now on this tool you have the ability to have it automatically calculate your lot size using a specified risk percent that you choose. And we've got a couple more risk options we're going to be adding over the next week or so, but for now we've got risk percent. Once you choose that, you could specify a percentage, whether you want to risk 1% per trade, 2% per trade, 5%, whatever it is, you'd put it in. And then what would happen here is the next thing you need to do is tell it what your stop is going to be. You say if you have a 30 pip stop, look what it did here. It automatically calculated my lot size. Okay, as I move my stop up, my lot size is going to go down. If I move my stop down, my lot size is going to go up. It's calculating it based on 2% of my account balance. Now another thing we had a request for, we've got implemented, is if you want to type the actual stop loss price in for your trade, you could change this to price, whether you're buying or selling. So if I'm going to buy, I'd hit price, and it's going to now plug in the price of that stop loss, and I can adjust that now. Okay. Now let's see, another thing we've got, a couple other things we've got in here is you can scale in. Let's say you don't want to do a full 2%, but you don't want to keep changing that every time. So you could just click scale in and say, okay, I want to go in 50% of my normal position, and you'll see it took and cut my lot size in half. So if I flip that back and forth, now it's quick to just do a quick scale in with a one click of a button. Okay, we've also got the scaling out and close button here. When you click that, you've got several options, from saying, okay, close all of my trades that are in profit, all trades on my account, all trades on this pair, or individual tickets that are open. And then you would tell how much percent of that trade you want to close, 50% or 100%. And we've even got an option in here if you want to reverse the trades after closing. So if you have a buy trade in, it could close that and sell immediately after. And then you just hit that button to close. Okay, next thing is the pending order feature. If you want to put a pending order in, you can click this, and now it puts a little note on the order button. It says limit, and over here it says stop. So this way you don't have to figure out buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, sell stops. It does it for you. All you have to tell it is what price you want to get at. If I want to buy at 8,900, I put in 8,900 and I hit buy right here. And you'll see if I wanted to sell, I could do the exact same thing. Just need to let me change this back to 0. If I wanted to, let's put that at 100. If I wanted to sell or buy, it doesn't matter. I just need to tell it the price. I could hit sell, I could hit buy, and I'll show you my open trades table. There it is, putting all those little orders in for me. Now that I've got some orders in, let me show you this. You can actually close your orders with one click right here. So I can one click close that order. If I don't want it to confirm, I can say don't ask me next time. Hit yes. And then I can hit close on that pending order, and it's going to delete that for me. So everything's made just to be really easy. I'm kind of just running through this really quickly just to get a little summary of everything. But once you get familiar with it, you'll see it's really designed for efficiency and to be really easy to use. Okay, now let's see. I think we've covered everything in the new order windows. So let's close those down and move on to the quote board. Okay, the quote board, when you first load it up, if you have not added an account, it's going to have this default FinFX symbols here, and it's going to just have the majors. Once you add your own accounts, it will load those into here as well, like it's done for me. Now, if you want to change that, if you don't want these defaults here, or you only want certain pairs, or you want more pairs, you can right-click inside of here and choose symbols. And then it'll list your accounts. You can right-click on them and say show all, hide all, or expand it, and you can manually go through and turn on or turn off the ones you want. So for example, I could say hide all, hide all, hide all, and then say I just want to see the Australia CAD. Maybe I only want to see the Australia CAD, and I could just come in here and turn on the pairs that I trade. Okay, and this is nice because you can now compare your symbols from multiple accounts. You can compare the price and the spread over here. We've got a spread column. You can compare the spread, all that side by side. Now, one more thing, I can show you here is if you wanted to sort the columns, and this applies to any of the tabs, you can just drag these columns where you want. You can resort things. Okay, and you can also take a trade from here by right-clicking and choosing New Order, or double-clicking. And once you've done that, the New Order window comes up with the pair selected and everything ready to go. Now, one more thing on this tab is the alerts. So if you wanted to create a new alert to have a pop-up window, have it email you, have it text message you, this is where you would do that. So you could say notification, play a sound, email me, and give me a text message. You could turn whatever on that you want there. Specify the condition if you want it to tell you when the bid or the ask is at a certain level. Put in the price. And then we have a default sound file that you can change to your own by clicking this button over here. And then you can put in your email, put in your phone and your carrier, your cell phone carrier, and you can hit test. Make sure it's working okay. Hit OK and you'll get your alerts now. So that's how the quote board works. Now there's a few options for this tab as well. If we click options here, once you add an alert, it will show up in this area right here. Okay, and then once it gets triggered, it would go into the notifications log. As you can see, I've got a couple in here that when news is triggered or this price alerts are triggered, they show up in this notification log. And you can also change your settings again for this, for your price alert settings right here. If you want to have a continuous price alert or you want it to show for so many seconds, you can configure that in here. Okay, that's going to pretty much be it. I know I kind of ran through this fast. We do have some other features that we've noted in here that are coming soon. There is one last thing. We have the help button. So if you need additional help, or you have a bug to report, or if you want to check for updates, you'll find that in here. And also, we have automatic updates built in. So if you want to be sure that you got the latest update, you can click here to manually check, but it's going to automatically push the updates to you when they're available. So once again, if you have any questions, use the leave a suggestion box here, or shoot us an email, support@tradewestforex.com. Thanks for watching this video. I hope to have a couple more for you soon. And if you want to come to one of our webinars, we always get into the tool into a little bit more detail. So thanks again, and enjoy the tool.